So the first thing that I tend to do when I have to add a new material to Cabinet Vision with with a texture that we haven't used before is I generally go to the manufacturer's website and see if they've got any good images. Some are better than others, and what I have found personally is that um, the more sort of realistic the image is, the harder it is to work with. And what I mean by that is some of the manufacturers that we use seem to actually have the sheets, just like, I don't know, maybe laid on the factory floor or something like that. And they're actually taking photographs of them. And that's fine. I mean, I don't really know how getting these images should be done, but what that tends to create in my experience is areas on the image that are slightly lighter or slightly darker. And on one sheet by itself, it's kind of hard to notice those little subtle variations in lighting. But when you start to tile the image together and you're looking at a wall of cabinets, those bright spots that are, um, sort of meshed together or tiled would be the right word, that are tiled right next to those really dark spots, they stand out and they look pretty bad. Um, so in this case, I'm on the Salt website. I've been asked to add a Salt product, and I know from experience that usually the Salt images are pretty good quality. So this will be a simpler one, I think, but hopefully it will still kind of give you a decent idea for what is involved. So generally, once I get to the image, a lot of times you can click on them and there will be like a larger image that appears. In this case, when you mouse over the image, it kind of like zooms in automatically to get you a better view of the texture or the wood grain pattern. But either way, at this point, I'm going to right click and copy image. You could save the image as, and that would be perfectly fine. But with the image editing software I use, I can create a new image from my clipboard. And the the software that I use is called GIMP, GIMP, and it's open source. It's a really, really powerful tool. And honestly, it is a lot more than I normally need. It's way more tool than I know how to use even, but it's the best thing I've found so far. So um, once you've got this saved, open up your image editing software of choice and bring it in there. And from there, we will start working on making sure the lighting is okay, that it's nice and uniform before we try to actually tile it.